fresh off tour with Neil Francis, and we're really excited. All right, here we go. Here's Look Wild.
Go Trojans. This is a song called Pack a Punch. You really pack a punch, way too tired of waking up. We both know I'm not enough. Fuck, I think I feel too much. Sorry that I piss you off. Lost my phone, out of touch. Called it love, she called my bluff. Fell asleep, I missed the bus again. It's all a waste of time. A waste of time. I'm still so surprised. Guess everything happens for a reason. I thought that it'd be different. Bite my tongue until I'm bleeding. At least I'm feeling something.
I went to a small school about 2 hours south of Nashville called Lee University for about 2 years and then dropped out. I learned a lot. The school was not very advanced. I'd say it's probably the opposite of here. I learned, I think, how to interact in a musical environment where you're the lowest on the totem pole. And I think that was really valuable. So, like, know when to be quiet and have good studio etiquette, stuff like that. Me and my friends built our own studio in, like, the downtown area. We're, like, making records and just had a lot of fun, but I learned a lot about, like, being around different kinds of people and yeah, it's weird. It's weird being a good listener. It sounds strange, but like being a good listener.
At least I'm feeling something. Yeah. Thank you guys.
With music, I was always shy. I was just always like, cause again, like. Some of the people I started working with at LA when I first moved here were like very good, and I was just like comparing myself to them sometimes. Now I've learned that you can't really do that, you know, it's kind of the worst thing. But when you're, you know, I was going to the studio 19 years old with like big rappers and stuff like that too, and just being like, what is this, you know? I didn't know you can be yourself. It doesn't have to be this bravado, confidence. You can just be yourself. I just was shy. I was also around people that were so good. I was like, I don't know. And it took a few years of me writing songs every day, playing shows, singing. And then I started throwing my own shows. This is right before the pandemic in LA. And those were doing really well. And that was kind of the final that gave me confidence. And also, I made a lot of bad music before I made anything I was proud of. It took me having some people around to encourage me, because I was just shy. I was just, you know, doing my thing and secretly making these little songs, and then some people heard them and they were like, oh, you should do this, and I was like, really? Like, so I think in the past like 2 years now I'm fully confident, you know, not fully, you know, it's a battle every day. No, it's just no.
Brain got me feeling low again, late to the show again, and I've been staring out, losing sleep. Fix me up, morning please. Doubled up my dose way too quickly. I feel tension in my soul, don't wanna stay inside. Pull me from the black and white, I just want you to know. All I see is color when you're with me. It's a long way to the bottom. You could come with me, you could come with me, baby.
Yeah, for this next tour, because the song I played, Fever Brain, is with the artist who's headlining, Sir Chloe.
Yeah.
Dana, she's my favorite. Hope she's healing up. She fell off stage the other night and broke her wrist, so
Oh, boy.
she's healing up. But she's amazing. But we'll probably do it acoustic, and then I think for the LA show we might bring out a cello.
Speaking of that song, since you brought it up, why is it like in parentheses a terrible version?
I was signed to Terrible Records at one point, and Sir Chloe was also, and we're both on the same label, and we met in New York, and it was sort of a joke.
Yeah.
And the original version is like very slow and Frank Ocean production-y. That version's a little bit more, and she just has such a great fan base. The song is like done whatever it's gonna do, and it's kind of become bigger. So it was kind of a joke, and then it kind of became, people started listening to it, and it's one of those things where we kind of laugh about it. So I just became independent.
Okay.
I released my last EP with Terrible on Shoebox. Streaming now. And yeah, I'm independent now. It's a blessing to have some options for the first time in my life of like what to do. And I have friends on every side of the spectrum. I have friends that are totally independent, and I have friends that signed to major labels before they put out one song. So I think for everybody's situation is different. I just try to focus on the music and not think about that stuff too much, even though it's hard not to. You know?
Yeah.
Growing up, Reggie Bush was my favorite football player, and he played at USC. Had you in your best years, uppers mixed with red wine. I'm thinking you might disappear. Bought my jeans at half price. You say I wear them too much, at least they fit right. Hard to be quiet when you're jumping up the fire escape. Try to be nice when you roll your eyes and slap my face. Why you gotta treat me like that? I like when you treat me like that. Why you gotta treat me like that? I like when you treat me like that. I think I'm rather insecure. 40 gets me just right. You're standing naked in the mirror, say you hate your waistline. You're not wearing my clothes, 'cause they fit right. It's hard to be quiet when you're splitting up and splitting rent. Try to be nice when you say some things I can't forget, but at least she says it with her chest. Why you gotta treat me like that? I like when you treat me like that. Why you gotta treat me like that? I like when you treat me like that. Why you gotta treat me like that? I like when you treat me like that. Why you gotta treat me like that? I like when you treat me like that. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I was doing shows when the pandemic hit, and obviously everything shut down, and we had so much scheduled. And And then I did about 8 shows in 2021 when things started opening back up. And we thought the tour was going to get canceled because of Omicron. And thankfully it went through and things started getting better as we were touring. So it was my first one that was longer than like a California tour. My drummer was making fun of me, Sebastian, so I really like to drink iced coffee in the morning. And this tour was during the winter and we drove through 2.5-ish snowstorms. So we would wake up and it would be like, one day it was like -7 degrees in Minnesota. And we wake up and we're driving my personal car this whole tour. And I'm like, bro, we gotta stop at Starbucks and get an iced coffee. And he's like, you're insane. Because that's just what I do in LA, you know, and not to be like, oh, I can't stop when I make coffee. But I would do that. And then before a show, I would kind of go and like find a place to be alone and just kind of sit and just breathe and tell myself to enjoy it, because a lot of the times you can rush past stuff.
So you were staying in weird motels.
Oh yeah.
What were you guys eating?
We try. You know what's funny is, shout out to Mark and the whole Near Francis boys. They're so sweet, and they had a pretty great green room, and we would take. They would offer us. We would take a lot of their like fruits and vegetables. So every night I was able to get fruits and vegetables, but during the day, a lot of Chipotles, a lot of Sebastian, who was touring with me, really liked Chick-fil-A, so we would go there. It was all over the place. It's tough because we would end the shows at like 1 a.m. and like, you know, you're in Wisconsin. It's like,
goes like this. Stay away. Expectations always seem to complicate. 6 feet under if we medicate. If I hold too tightly, then we'll slip away. 'Cause I know I'm a slide disappointment, and I didn't warn you. Time feels important, but I'm off the rails. Hey, I think I lost my way. Jumped across your borders, tried to infiltrate. I lied to be alone, I've been MIA. She asked me how I'm feeling and I hesitate. It's easy to lie, no. Yeah. It's easy to lie, no. She said, stay away. Expectations always seem to complicate. 6 feet under if we medicate. If I hold too tightly, then you'll slip away. 'Cause I know I'm a slight disappointment, and I never warned you. Time feels important, and I'm off the rails. Think I lost my way. Jumped across your borders, tried to infiltrate. I lied to be alone, I've been MIA. She asking me how I'm feeling and I hesitate. It's easy to lie, no. It's easy to lie. Yeah. It's easy to lie. Thank you guys.
What's your favorite place to find new live music in LA? Like, where's the spot?
That's a great question. Stumbling in, I think the Silver Lake Lounge is just a cool place.
Mm-hmm.
That weirdly now, like, it's kind of cool people are going there, which is funny because I live right on the street. That place is cool. I would also say, like, seeing openers.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's the coolest place. Like, go see your favorite artist and, like, get familiar with the opener. Look at their Instagram. And that's how I've become, like, real fans of people.
Yeah.
Like, genuine, like, actual fans, you know?
You're looking forward to, you just announced, like, yesterday or the day before
Yeah.
that you're going on tour with Sir Chloe.
Yes.
Do you think that'll be different, or?
I think it will. I think it will because Dana's, Sir Chloe's fans are like a different breed where they're like are really diehard. Like they know when I go, I've opened up for her twice,
Mm-hmm.
and when I play my songs, they like look up the artist who's opening and like learn their songs.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's so sick. And
Dedicated.
Dana's such a, I can't speak enough good about her. She's just such a pure artist and pure person. It's the same with, I have a song with a girl, Deb Never, who I opened for at the show you saw me for. It's like same thing, just walks in the room like rock star.
Yeah.
And so her fans are like that. So it's really, it's a bit more interactive in that way. So I'm really excited for it. I have a EP done almost. It's about 90%. It's called Crush. No one knows that, but it's coming out. KXSC exclusive.
I was just going to say, you heard it here first.
And we are trying to do a short film that accompanies it. So the goal is, it's written right now and casted, but the goal is to do a short film that accompanies the EP and release them jointly. So the next 2 months will probably be that. It's like the last 10% of like art direction and stuff like that, but the songs are very, one of the songs I sang today, Why You Gotta Treat Me Like That, it's very, a little bit like more like Oasis inspired, Blur inspired.
Oh, yeah.
Listening to a lot of like early 2000s shoegaze and kind of the Britpop era of that.
But all of that's like so hot right now, too.
Yeah.
So.
And it's funny too, because me and the homies have been making music like that for a while, and it's funny to see it come back and natural, and all of us are like, well, we've been making this music, like, what's wrong with it, you know? So that's the next 2 months, and then just trying to just, you know, get a little mentally healthier every day, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Me and a good friend of mine, No Love for the Middle Child, we are throwing an event in April called Live from Purgatory. It will be a free show, and we will have lots of special guests. Like, I can't even say who's going to be there, but it's going to be the show to be at. It's going to be wild, it's going to be rambunctious, it's going to be fun, safe environment, cool, good vibes. Everyone's welcome. That's a big thing about me with throwing shows out here is I want it to be kids from every scene, you know,
Mm-hmm.
rap kids, rock kids, female led band, male led band, all that stuff. So it'll be a lot of cool people. Sick Brain, hopefully we'll be playing with us. This kid Dwayne's playing with us. It'll be awesome. Yeah. So April, it'll be either April 1st or April 8th. We're locking down the venue right now.
Do you wanna let it all go for me? Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure and an honor.